Welcome to all. Hope all of you are fine. Today we will continue reading the lesson The New School. In the last class we have seen that Toto-chan, who was expelled from 2 schools, goes to a new school with her mother. There she finds that the classrooms were made of abandoned railway carriages. She was amazed to see a school in a train. So let us continue reading. Page 123. Lessons at Tumu. Going to school in a railroad car seemed unusual enough, but the seating arrangements turned out to be unusual too. At the other school, each pupil was assigned a specific desk, but here they were allowed to sit anywhere they liked at any time. After a lot of thought and a good look around, Toto-chan decided to sit next to the girl who had come after her that morning because the girl was wearing a pinafore with a long-eared rabbit on it. So it was unusual going to a school made of railroad car. And the seating arrangement in this school was also unusual. In other schools, each pupil or each student will be assigned a specific desk or a specific seat. But here, a student could sit anywhere. Toto-chan looked around and thought a lot where to sit. Then she decided to sit next to the girl who had come to her in the morning because the girl was wearing a pinafore with a long-eared rabbit on it. Maybe she liked the pinafore she wore. Pinafore is a dress that does not cover the arms and is usually worn over other piece of clothing that covers the arms. Look at the picture of a pinafore with a rabbit on it. So Toto-chan went and sat beside the girl who came to her in the morning and who wore a pinafore with a rabbit on it. Now let's continue reading. The most unusual thing of all about this school, however, was the lessons themselves. Schools normally schedule one subject. For example, Japanese the first period when you just do Japanese. Then say arithmetic the second period when you just do arithmetic. But here it was quite different. At the beginning of the first period, the teacher made a list of all the problems and questions in the subjects to be studied that day. Then she would say, now start with any of these you like. So we have seen that the school was unusually made, the seating arrangement was unusual, but the most unusual thing in this school was about the lessons themselves. What was unusual about the lessons? Here in this school, it was not like other schools where they schedule one subject for each period. For example, Japanese in the first period when you do only Japanese or learn only Japanese. And in the second period, if it is arithmetic, you do only arithmetic. But here in this school, it was quite different. At the beginning of the first period, the teacher would come to the class and she would give all the problems and questions in the subjects, in all the subjects. And then she would ask the students to start with any of the problems or any of the questions in any of the subjects. That is, a student could begin with any subject. He or she could do any problem or any question in any of the subjects. Let's continue reading. So whether you started on Japanese or arithmetic or something else didn't matter at all. Someone who liked composition might be writing something, while behind you someone who liked physics might be boiling something in a flask over an alcohol burner, so that a small explosion was liable to occur in any of the classrooms. So in this school you could start with Japanese or arithmetic or anything else. It didn't matter at all. Someone who liked composition would be writing something, and someone who liked physics would be boiling something in a flask over an alcohol burner, and there was a chance of an explosion in any of the classrooms. Now let's continue reading. This method of teaching enabled the teachers to observe as the children progressed to higher grades what they were interested in, as well as their way of thinking and their character. It was an ideal way for teachers to really get to know their pupils. So this method of learning helped the teachers to observe their students and know them well. Teachers could observe and know their interests, their way of thinking, and even their character. So this was an ideal way for teachers to get to know their students very well. So let's wind up. We'll read the next part of the lesson in the next class. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.